Okay, hi. Get ready with me for my boyfriend's funeral. And look, I know his death isn't about me, okay? Okay, I know.
I'm sick in bed with COVID, and I'm scrolling TikTok because I can't sleep, and so I figured I would impart my years of mental trauma after my dad died when I was 18 years old to give you some insight here. I don't know the situation with your boyfriend. I don't know what the circumstances are of his death. I'm very sorry for your loss. Honestly, I think your reaction is kind of normal. Like, it's actually really healthy. Like, what I saw in that video is pretty healthy. Newsflash. The death can be about you. He's dead. Like, it's kind of no longer about him. It's about everyone he left behind. I know that may sound crass, but this is about you now. Funerals and all the processions we do, all the ceremonies we do to say goodbye to a loved one who died are for the living, not the dead. Death is about the living. But you said this.
Those of you who have experienced loss and just like keep going on with your life, like I will never be able to relate to that kind of strength. Like, I'm in my anger phase, clearly, of grief.
And honestly, there's nothing anyone can say right now to make you feel better. Absolutely nothing. You have to make yourself feel better, and the only way you can do that is with time. With time, you're able to settle your body down from all of these heightened feelings that you are currently experiencing. You're able to think through events, give yourself a little distance. You may start to see things a little differently and understand that what you first thought was the case is not actually true. The grief is going to hit you in waves. You're going to feel fine for a period of time, and then it's just going to crash into your body, and it will overwhelm you. And as time goes on, that will happen less and less. But it has been 14 years since my dad died, and sometimes I still get overwhelmed with sadness. But it's fleeting. It passes. And the thing about time is, when you grieve over a longer period of time, you know that you can keep going on because you've been doing it this whole time. It won't always feel this raw. It won't always feel this hard. And as for the anger that you mentioned, I was very angry at my father for a long time, and sometimes I still do feel a flicker of anger. It's kind of like an Inside Out when the emotions mix at the end and they become complex. That's what happens as you grieve and time moves on. The anger mixes in with some other stuff. Again, I don't know the circumstances surrounding this death, but with my dad, he made a lot of choices that if he hadn't made, he would still be alive. And that led me to feeling angry, led me to feeling really angry about the choices he made. But then I realized he didn't have the information that I do now. He was making the best choice he could at the time, and they were the wrong choices, but he was doing his best. So that's an example of me having empathy, even though I'm angry at my father for making what seemed like poor choices to me. But you're clearly a strong person. You have a strong sense of self. I can tell just from watching your content, and you're going to be okay. And you don't have to justify making a video. You were trying to get through something, and that got you through it. And that's all you got to keep doing.